It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown and my company is Partners in Learning, and what we do is we teach you an easier way to be successful in sales. I'm so excited to be sharing with you the #1 success lesson that I learned from Linda Clemons. And who is Linda Clemons? You can go Google Linda Clemons, but a little bit about Linda Clemons. She is a sales and body language expert. She has worked for some of the largest organizations out there. I mean, she has her own company called Sisterpreneur Inc. That's right, Sisterpreneur Inc. And she's worked with some of the largest organizations out there. On the government side, she's worked with the White House. She's worked with the FBI and with attorneys. Now, what is she helping them do? Well, with the FBI and attorneys, she's helping them interview witnesses, looking at their nonverbal and verbal communication. She's also helping them as they are looking at folks who could be defendants in cases or star witnesses in cases. She's also worked with Southwest Airlines. She's worked with a number of organizations. She's also a speaker representing the Zig Ziglar organization, and she helps business owners. I like this. This is my heart and soul here. She helps entrepreneurs, business owners learn how to communicate better with their customers and or clients. And that's really, really important. Now, I was recently at an event and she was speaking and I was taking notes and I was there. And Linda Clemons said this. Now, this is the #1 success lesson that I learned from Linda Clemons. Jot this down in your notes. This is very, very important. Here it is. Know your customer, but more importantly, know yourself just as well. Whoa, you're not gonna be blown away by that, but this is so important. Know your customer and know yourself, more importantly. Now, what does she mean by that? I was thinking, what's so big a deal about that? So what? I've got to know my customer. But she looked at it from a whole nother perspective, a different lens. She talked about their non-verbal communication skills. Now, this is something that I just don't really put any focus on when I'm really talking to folks. Like, what are they not saying? What are their hand gestures saying? What is their eyes saying? What about how they're shifting their body, how they're leaning towards you, meaning they're more into you or leaning away from you. Now, forget the old-fashioned, if they have their hands folded, they just don't want to hear what you got to say. We all understand that, but there's so many other cues that we can learn to help us be more effective. Now, why would I even want to do that? Now, well, if I'm an entrepreneur or business owner, which I am, I'm in sales, and I'm communicating with someone, I'm there to help them solve a problem. But first I have to understand the problem. So I've got to be listening to what they're saying, but more importantly, tune in to what they're not saying based on their body language. Now, I've never really worked with a body language expert in my entire life, but Linda made that point. And she said, and once you come in harmony with their communication skills, now this isn't a match and mirror type of thing, but it helps you more what? Communicate the message and hear what they're saying. She was saying, Shay, now she didn't say my name, but she was saying, Shay, you got to be listening to their body language. Shay, you got to hear what they're not saying. And that's the #1 lesson that I learned. But then she turned it around. Now, Linda's really good. Now, here's a person who was like the #1 salesperson in the timeshare industry. Now, you know anything about timeshare? It's where a couple will walk into a timeshare. They will shake hands and say, we're not buying anything under any circumstances. We're here to get the free ticket. We're going to get a great meal tonight. It's part of our vacation. And then 8 hours later, they walk out and they're so happy that they bought a timeshare. She was #1. And one of the reasons was she was able to listen, able to identify, and then able to share how she could help someone solve a problem. So she talked about learning yourself first. Why do you move your eyes the way you move them? Why do you shift your feet, your shoulders? What are you saying by just the gestures and the smiles on your face? What does it really mean? And how are you communicating? And what's the other person seeing? See, I've never worked with a body language expert. Wasn't even top of mind to me. Wasn't even in my plan for 2014. But I can tell you this, Linda Clemons is a top-rated superstar. And if you're looking to increase your sales results, yes, I said that. And if you're looking to learn how to more effectively communicate verbally and non-verbally, then you want to be in contact with Linda. Now, not only can you use this in the business world, you can use it in relationships. So for some of you, you have relationships with your employer or employee. You have relationships in your personal life. You have intimate relationships with your friends. Others of you have relationships with family members. And so we all need to understand how we can communicate better so we can not only hear what they're having to say, but more importantly, we can communicate our message going forward. So the number one success lesson I learned from the top sales and body language expert on this planet, that being Linda Clemons, is know your client and know yourself, verbal and non-verbal communication habits. With that being said, make it a great day, everyone, and we're going to make good things happen. We connect again next time.